Hi people. When it comes to Canadian TV shows, Heartland is the first thing that comes to mind, as it's the longest-running TV series of the country and has been a fan favorite for almost 15 years. Why is Heartland so popular? Well, it's taking place in the Canadian countryside, where the traditional ranch lifestyle is still ongoing with full force. This setting alone makes Heartland a pretty unique show, since it portrays the country experience in its purest form. The landscape acts as if it's also a character in the series, and we are constantly mesmerized by its beauty. Besides, unlike traditional country western-style TV shows and movies, Heartland is super chilled out. In traditional western country productions, violence is an inseparable part of the show, as ranchers are often presented as a macho, manly men. Naturally, these so-called manly men are often responsible for protecting their ranch and don't refrain from any violence whenever they feel like it. These shows also are heavily dominated by a man, while women are often used as props to move the plots forward. Heartland is unlike any of those shows. Instead, the protagonists of Heartland are mostly women, and the men of the show have the kindest heart and demeanor. Still, it doesn't mean that Heartland doesn't tackle traditional issues of country life. It tackles those issues as well, but brings a new perspective to them. We believe the cast of Heartland should be appreciated specifically for managing to provide this delicate balance. There is also the fact that Heartland's cast has always remained more or less the same for almost 15 years. There has been one departure from the show so far that damaged the series' well-being harshly, which was the leaving of Graham Wardle in Season 14. Since then, the show is trying to preserve its fandom while providing the same quality episodes, one after another. Since Wardle's departure caused a major outrage, we believe the biggest reason why so many people are still watching Heartland is the fact that they truly admire the rest of the cast. Therefore, the cast of Heartland carries the utmost importance when it comes to having a good show. Thus, when we talk about Season 16, the first thing we look up is the cast of the season to make sure we will see the actors and actresses that we love so much. It seems like the protagonist of the show, Amber Marshall, will continue to be in the series in Season 16 as well. Marshall is born and raised in London, Canada, and has been doing acting since she was only 12. Though she participated in a lot of minor roles until then, Heartland has become the one that rose her to fame. She has been on the show since the very first episode back in 2007 and got an amazing job in enrapturing the character of Amy. Amy is an angel-like character with a tragic story. The show started with her losing her mom and trying to recover from that trauma. Thankfully, she was lucky enough to have the rest of her family and got the chance to meet with Ty, who will soon be the love of her life. Of course, a lot has changed in her life since then. She became a mother, made herself a known name when it comes to horse training, and lost Ty. All these shaped her personality and matured her. In Season 15, we watched her being reborn and returning to life after all the tragedies. She proved herself to be a force to be reckoned with and refused to give up. She started to focus on her career, socialized a lot, and spent lots of time with her daughter. We feel like this self-discovery journey of Amy will continue in Season 16 as well, with a possible new love interest ahead. Marshall will continue to deliver her part perfectly, as she always does. Michelle Morgan will be another name that will continue to be in Heartland in Season 16 as well. Playing the part of Lou, Morgan is the perfect match for this complex character, as she is also a career-driven woman with high ambitions in life. Morgan, who has been in the entertainment sector for more than 20 years, isn't only an actress but also a writer, director, and producer. Similar to Morgan, her on-screen character Lou is also a lot of things at the same time. She was a brilliant businesswoman in New York. Then, she returned to Heartland and became a rancher, a mother, an author, and the mayor. The list can go on even further, but we feel like you get the picture. In Season 15, we watched a slightly different Lou who is still ambitious about her career, but also determined to put her family and love life in order. She spent most of the season focusing on fixing her relationship with Peter while making sure Katie is also content with how things are going. We believe in Season 16, we will watch a Lou who is even more focused on her family. She will probably be determined to make things work with Peter while aiming to bring her family together as much as possible. Last but certainly not least, there is Shaun Johnston as Jack, who is the backbone of Heartland. Jack is a character that makes us all happy whenever he takes the lead in the show. He is a traditional rancher who puts his family over everything in life. He is always great to support Amy and Lou and would do anything to make them happy. In Season 15, we watched Jack fighting against his demons a lot. The horrors of the memories troubled him immensely, but he managed to overcome them every single time. We expect him to go through a similar process in Season 16 as well. He will probably get a lot of flashbacks and old friends who remind him of the past, and yet none of those bitter memories will be enough to bring him down. Who is your favorite Heartland cast member? Are you a fan of the show? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you at the next one.